Hello friend. This quick walkthrough will help you get data loaded into Knarr so that you can start exploring. I've opened up a brand new untitled project, which I'm going to name Sales Analysis. There's nothing in this project right now. No notes, no data sets, and no tables. So I'm going to start with adding a data set. This will add a blank data set to Knarr. That means that there's no tables inside the data set. So the first thing we want to do is add some data, add a table. That will pop open the table configuration window that will allow you to extract data from one of your data sources. We'll start out with the data source dropdown. As you can see here, I have our Knarr Google Drive, Dropbox, Excel Online, multiple other connections, as well as some personal Google Drive and personal Dropbox connections that I've already set up. If you haven't already set up a data source, you'll have to click Add New Data Source. In Knarr, we provide the option to connect to multiple different types of data. For this example, we'll connect to Dropbox. I'll select Dropbox as a source type and click Link Account. As you can see here, I have both a personal and Knarr Dropbox that I'm signed into, so it's giving me the option which one do I want to use to connect to Knarr. You may see only personal or only business, or it may prompt you to log in to Dropbox if you're not already logged in. I'm going to go ahead and click Knarr, which is going to connect Knarr with Dropbox, and you can see that I've connected my account. Since I already have an account connected, I'm just going to click Cancel here and use that account directly. That's how to set up a source in Knarr. You can also set up a source from the Data Sources screen if you click your avatar and go to Data Sources. You can see I have all of these different data sources, and I can add new ones if I'd like. Okay, let's get back to configuring this table. I have in my Dropbox a couple of CSV files: customers, products, sales order detail, sales order header, and salesperson. These files are accessible inside my Knarr Business Dropbox, inside a folder Demo, Datasets, and Sales. In order to access those files, I'm just going to type in Knarr Demo Datasets /sales. From there, Knarr can pull the metadata of the files. You can see it's pulled in all 5 of those CSV files. If I want to load from any one of those files, I can click the SQL button, and it will automatically inject select star from the CSV that I've chosen. I can generate a preview of that, and I can see that the data is being pulled in properly. If I'm good with that, I can hit Apply Changes, and it will automatically load all the data from that table, which was our sales order header table. I can easily change the name of any of these tables and hit Apply Changes. Let's add another table. Click Add Data again, go back to your Dropbox, type in Knarr Demo Dataset /sales, which is where my files are. Yours will be in a different place. And let's load our sales order detail table. But I don't want to load star because I only want to load sales order ID, order quantity, product ID, and line total. If I click on the CSV, Knarr will give me the field details, and now when I click SQL, it will enumerate the fields inside the load statement. And I can easily comment out unit price with 2 dashes. Knarr accepts ANSI SQL syntax. So if you know SQL, you can use it directly within Knarr. So let's say I wanted to call this field order quantity, and this field sales amount. All I have to do is use the as keyword and rename the field. I can also do more complex operations, such as outer joins or unions between other tables, which allows me to manipulate these CSVs very easily using SQL language. I'm going to title my table Sales Order Detail and then hit Apply Changes. You'll see that automatically Knarr will connect the sales header table with the sales order detail table over the field sales order ID, which is a primary key between these two tables. Let's add an example where that behavior is potentially undesirable. As you'll see, our customers table has multiple fields that are in common with the sales header table. As a result, Knarr is going to create a composite key with all of these values concatenated together between these two tables. Now, that may be desirable sometimes where you want to use multiple fields as a composite key between two tables, but for the most part, it would be easier and better to deliberately create those composite keys either in your data source or directly in the SQL within Knarr itself. This way you can be sure that you're actually getting the correct linkages between your two tables. In this example, account number and territory ID are actually different in the customers table than they are in the sales header table, which means that I'm going to get inaccurate results and my data is not going to link together properly. As a result, I should make sure to comment out territory ID and account number in this table. This way I can get only the fields linked together that I need. Alternatively, I can rename those to customer territory ID or customer account number. That way I can retain the data, but it's also not linking together across incorrect fields. Now this data is loaded into Knarr and can be readily explored. Let's name our data set sales data, and we can go to explore mode and start exploring. In order to refresh any of your data, you can right-click on the table and click Reload. That will refresh only that one table. This can be very useful if you have multiple tables that are large and take a while to load, and you're just trying to refresh a dimensional table or a mapping table. To remove any of the tables, right-click and hit Delete. This will remove the target table and leave only the remaining tables. With the Pro Planner Higher, you can add any number of datasets to Knarr, which can often be helpful in providing multiple different perspectives to the same project. Simply click Add Set, and it will automatically add a new blank dataset. Hopefully, this overview was helpful. Please let us know on our community if you have any questions or issues with loading data into Knarr, and we'd be happy to help. Thank you for watching.